I'm Yepez, and welcome to Hawaii.
And I'm Kyle McQuillan, and what are you talking about?
I'm Jake Manno, and I can't wait to see who wins the homecoming game.
I'm Brigid Flanagan, and I can't wait to see who wins homecoming king and queen.
Good morning, Mebum. Today is Friday, September 13th, day 3. Please rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Coming up, we have insight on tomorrow's homecoming game, club startups, senior festivities, and much more.
First off, Luke, what are you wearing?
Kyle, haven't you heard? We're Spirit Week. We're wearing the same outfit.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Students spent all week dressing up in various costumes to show off their school spirit, all to build up for excitement for tomorrow's homecoming game, where the Maryland Pirates will face off against the MacArthur Generals.
Well, Luke, it's homecoming, of course. We have to open up with our sports report.
That's right. Here's Jake Manno with This Week in Mebum Sports.
Thanks, guys. The road to homecoming has officially ended, as the game is tomorrow afternoon. The Pirates host MacArthur at home with kickoff at 3 o'clock. Both teams have been training since the beginning of July, all in anticipation for this season. I, alongside both of these teams, am so eager for what I can only hope is a great game.
Thanks, Jake. Here on the turf, BMB had its first sports live stream of boys soccer. Next Wednesday, BMB will be filming the girls soccer game against Herricks, and on September 28th, BMB will be covering the Mepham football game against the home rival Calhoun. Here is a little look at this season entails. But that's all my time I have. I hope to see you all in the stands and cheering for our Mepham Pirates.
Thanks, Emma. I'm so excited for all the games that BMB will get to cover coming up. The boys won on Wednesday on BMB's Game of the Week and finished their 3-game week later today. The girls soccer team took a long bus ride out to the beach, facing off against the Marines over on Wednesday. Now, traveling inside were yesterday the boys volleyball team, after coming off a comeback victory, took on Levittown District. And as for the girls, they hosted Lynbrook yesterday, looking to start the early part of their season in the right direction. But unfortunately, that's all I have for you guys in this week's Mepham Sports Report. As always, I'm Jake Manno. Luke and Kyle, take it away.
Thanks, Jake. I guess I'm going to see you at homecoming?
Yeah, I can't wait. It's supposed to be a really good game.
I guess we'll find out.
Something that is always vital to every sporting event is the food. I think my favorite food is probably potatoes.
I know, Luke. I can't attend a game without having some delicious snacks.
Then you're going to be really happy with this news.
What news? Free food?
No, Kyle, please. A brand new snack shack next to the field.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, Mya Pasanissi is here to tell us more.
I don't know about you, but when I think of the term watching something, I think of a television show or a movie, usually with a good snack and drink. So why should it be any different when you're watching one of the best, if not the best sport, football? Here at Mepham, now you can. During the summer, Mepham instituted a new snack shack on our beloved field. Here you can get snacks, drinks, and candy, all while benefiting Mepham athletics.
Snack Shack are actually hot off the press. The treasure chest, as it's going to be called, is a 14-year project, if you can believe it. So well before I was here at Mepham, well before many of the teachers and staff, and coaching staff were here, the treasure chest was a goal of the administration, of the athletic department, and the parent groups. The Football Parent Association hosts a lot of the home games with food, like I said, merchandise and water bottles. So they're going to be the ones every Saturday that do a lot of the sales. But they've also been gracious enough to open the treasure chest to any club or sport that's having a major event that could benefit from selling food and merchandise out of there.
So next time you're at a game, check to see if the snack shack is open and come get yourself a treat. That's all from me. I hope to see you all at homecoming. Now back to Luke and Kyle in the studio.
Thanks, Maya. Can't wait to head down there tomorrow. On the topic of other school festivities, let's dive into what the class of 2025 has been doing this past week to celebrate their senior year.
You may have noticed some colorful cars in the senior lot over the past week. That's because the senior class spent last Sunday decking out their cars, featuring messages regarding the class of 2025.
I know I definitely had a great time. A lot of people wrote "Sheep on the Loose" on my car.
You may have also seen us out on the football field as you were walking to school last Friday. That was because the senior class was watching the sunrise, or at least what we could make out from the sunrise.
Also coming up for seniors are picture retakes, which will be held on Monday the 16th and Tuesday the 17th of next week between 7:30 a.m. and 2:15 p.m. in the auditorium. Students must schedule an appointment with Island Photos by calling 516-767-1234.
And finally, seniors, be sure to join the class of 2025 to receive official news on upcoming events.
Okay, Kyle, that's enough senior talk. Moving on to club talk. Model UN will be holding its first meeting on Monday, September 16th in the Learning Center.
Model UN teaches students how to formal debates representing a formal country.
On the topic of countries, what's going around the globe right now?
Good question, Luke. To start, this past Tuesday on ABC, the first debate took place between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. They discussed many pressing topics such as inflation, immigration, foreign aid, abortion, and other policies, and had the chances to tell the public what they plan on doing for America. The two vice presidential candidates, J.D. Vance and Tim Walz, are also set to meet on October 1st to hold their first debate just a month before the election.
This was my best debate. I thought it was very good. I thought she was very weak on foreign policy. She was very weak on the border, and I'm very happy with her.
I think that we think today was a good day, and it kind of was. But we have 56 days to go, and guys, we're still the underdogs in this race.
In other news, California Governor Gavin Newsom has issued a state emergency in San Bernardino County this past week as wildfires rage on. These fires are spanning all throughout the western U.S., including California, Nevada, and Oregon. Wildfires have taken over tens of thousands of acres of land, leading to evacuations and a sharp decrease in air quality.
So the biggest challenge when the fire is unpredictable like this is knowing where to position all your crews. So right now we've positioned them all over the whole fire, most importantly within the neighborhoods around homes. We've yet to lose or damage any structures, and we want to keep it that way.
Critically acclaimed actor James Earl Jones died at 93 years old. Jones was the voice behind the infamous Darth Vader, Mufasa, as well as the acting in The Sandlot, Field of Dreams, and much, much more. His career spanned over 60 years, starring in over 200 films and TV shows, as well as Broadway shows. He passed away peacefully on Monday, surrounded by his family. Even though he's no longer with us, his voice will live on as Jones has granted Disney the rights to use his voice in future projects using AI.
Really admired him, really loved, you could recognize his voice anywhere. And people tell me now that about myself. Someone who really shepherded me along with his knowledge and just the example that he gave me in regard to the commitment to his craft.
Finally, Apple announced the release of the iPhone 16, featuring the brand new A18 processing chip, new control buttons, a boosted battery life, and more. Apple also announced the Apple Watch Series 10 and AirPods 4, as well as an Apple Intelligence, an AI-powered tool bringing features like generative text and images to iPhone. In other words, bring it on, Samsung. And that's your news of what's happening around the world.
Wow, over the past week, it's been cold, then hot. I don't know what's going on, but Brigid Flanagan has more with your forecast.
Thanks, guys. I'm not sure about you, but I'm crossing my fingers for good weather this homecoming weekend. This week has reminded me what a roller coaster fall weather is, so hopefully that summer weather will come back for just 3 days. This weekend kicks off with a little bit of clouds on Friday, but still a high of 79 and a low of 62. Moving over to Saturday, the most important day of the weekend, it also has the best weather that we'll be having, with completely clear skies and a high of 81 and a low of 64. Finally, on Sunday, keeping with a gorgeous forecast so far, has a high of 77 and a low of 62. That's it for me. I'm Brigid Flanagan, and I hope everybody seriously considers making an appearance at Pirate Fest today.
It's been a good week in weather, besides when it feels like winter's here already.
I agree. Thankfully, this weekend shouldn't be too bad for homecoming.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Well, These have been the BMB morning announcements for September 13th.
Have a great shortened day, Mepham, and be at homecoming tomorrow. Continue talking. Oh.
Blue raspberry snacks.
Why do you keep continue talking in?
Because it says continue talking.
Put it in like.
That was good.